Thank you for hanging out with me today. This is KJ48, and welcome back to Medieval Dynasty. So I've done a lot of work, just a ton of work, and you guys are going to be pretty hyped about this because it's actually on YouTube. I streamed the game for, I don't know, roughly 3 hours, and the whole VOD is on YouTube right now. What I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to leave a link in the top right-hand corner of the screen right now, so that way you can go watch the video. If you got 3 hours to kill, go check out the stream, because it'll show you what I did to get up to this point. But I am going to kind of take you through it right now very quickly. All right, so this is the town square of the base, okay? I've got a tavern there. I've got storage there. I took down the tier 1 storage and replaced it with a tier 2 storage because I got sick of repairing it. And that's cool. So we have a storage there, a tavern there, and I'm probably going to make a tavern on this side as well at some point. Not right now, but at some point. I also went ahead and made another hunting lodge, right? So now my guys are hunting like crazy, okay? I also had all of the flax, like, just all over the place. I don't know exactly how much flax got planted, but I set up all this stuff for flax, and they basically planted it until I ran out of fertilizer. I ran out of manure, ran out of fertilizer. They planted all the flax I possibly could, as well as the oats. I believe that's oats. So that's good. That's not ready to... That'll be ready next season, but... yeah, the oats are pretty good too. And now they're basically what they're doing is they're picking all the flax. Here, let's go out and check them out. So they're basically just harvesting all the flax. This is going to make me an unbelievable amount of money. The problem is I put four farmers out here thinking they had a lot of work to do, and it would take 4 farmers. No, these farmers are like, these are top tier farmers. They don't need 8 farmers out here, believe me. I thought I did, but I don't. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take 2 of these farmers, Os and Wolber, Os, Mud, and Wolber, and I am going to move them over to Os and Wolber. Hold on 1 second. There we go. And I'm going to move those over to barn workers. And Wolber. Okay, you're a barn worker. All right, then I'm going to come in the barn, and they are going to be working on fertilizer. I don't think I want them working on... See, the thing is, do I want them doing the fertilizer or the flax seed? I have about 1,000 flax already. Needs to be done. You know what? I'm going to put them all... I'm going to put them both on flax. So there we go. So that's a total of 7 skill doing flax. I should get 140 an hour. That should be pretty good. Basically what I'm doing is I'm going to have them take the flax, and they're going to separate into seeds and stalks. Okay, and that looks pretty good. I also moved some people around here. Check this out, man. I'm still having problems with food, right? Really having problems with food. But check this out. I moved some people around in a hunting lodge. I am no longer getting leather. That's a problem. I do have to get leather, but I need to feed my people more. So check this out. A 6 and a 4. These guys are definitely getting skills. Okay, at a pretty decent clip too. All right. So look at this. They're getting 25 meat per hour with a combined skill of 10. Unbelievable. And these guys are getting a total of 22.5 meat per hour with a total skill of 9. Phenomenal. I do need to start getting that leather coming in, but I think for a couple days I'm just going to start building up some food. And the other thing I wanted to show you is coming down here into the tavern. I took these people off fish and put them on roasted meat. The idea right now is to just get these people to level up. The best way to level people up in this game, their crafting skill, is to put them in the tavern and have them roast meat, period. Okay? So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to have these people in the tavern roasting meat. And also, what you can do is you can get one guy with a high skill, like 5 to 10. The higher the skill, the better. And then you could put someone with a very low skill in here. And because the person has such a high skill, they work together, they'll roast the meat very quickly. And because of that, the person with the low skill will level up quicker than normal, which is pretty cool. Some people told me that in the comments. It's pretty dope. But the reason I streamed the last episode is because I want horses. Okay, I'm done. I want horses. And check it out. 2,300 farming skill. And we now have the stable. And the first thing I'm going to do is make the stable. I forget what I'm going to need for it. Probably like 10 logs. So yeah, we're going to make the stable. And, honestly, the hardest thing about this game right now, besides the food, is the freaking tools, man. These tools, they chew through these tools like nothing. The bronze tools just do not last long enough. The amount of time it takes me to go into the mine the tin, mine the copper, put them together, make the tools, they just don't last long enough. Not even close. Okay, so that's a bit of a problem for me. It'll help once I get the mine though, because once I get the mine, my people will go in and automatically grab that stuff for me, so it won't be as bad. Look at this, 1,400 flax already. Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm gonna need a lot of money because the horses are freaking expensive. And how much leather? Okay, 131 leather. I'm not gonna touch that leather for now because I might need it for other things. Well, I think I finally figured out the best way to make roads. So I'm gonna share with you what I've come to adopt as the best way to make roads, because I like my roads to be as straight as possible, and like if they're off a little bit, it drives me nuts. So what I noticed is if you do the roads a little bit at a time, it tends to work out better. So you see right here, you look at the very middle of the road as best you can tell. You wait until you see when it's red, green. You want it right on the edge, and then you just make a, I don't know, a little bit of a road, like that much. And I've been doing it like this, and the road's coming out really straight, like perfectly straight. So I do appreciate that. It also another benefit to doing the roads a little bit at a time is because of that, I can alter the roads at any point along the way, right? So like, let's say if I wanted to alter this part of the road, I could do it. Or this part of the road, like I can alter it. And that's pretty good, because where the crossroads are, I kind of wanted to alter them a little bit, and it wouldn't let me because it was all one long road. So the only thing I don't love about it is if you look really good, you can kind of see the break in the road. But honestly, it's like nothing. It's like nothing. All right. So this is, by the way, this is my farming area. This is where I got all the pigs, the chickens, the farms themselves. And I was going to keep going this way, and then I was like, nah, let's go up this way. Make a new road. So I'm going to make this road up here. I'm going to leave all this for farmland. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to put the stables over here. I think I'm going to go a little bit farther with this, because like horses need a lot of area, not in the game but in real life, and I kind of like to play it as real as possible. Come on, you want to get it right on the edge. I'll go a little bit longer with this one. See, the longer you go, the bigger of a chance you have of it not lining up properly. But that one did line up properly, and that makes me happy. All right, so this is my first time ever building a stable, so I'm going to do a quick save. And we're going to go to building, and we're going to go to animal husbandry, and we're going to go to stables. Okay, so yeah, I'll just put it out here a little bit. I think like right about here would be good. So I kind of line it up with the road as best I can. And then we just kind of come back this way. And it looks like a pretty good spot for it. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's see what it takes to build. It's probably going to be a lot of wood. A lot of, like, a lot of logs. That's what I figured. It might actually be mostly logs. Oh, so the roof is still straw. Interesting. I didn't think the roof would still be straw. Usually when you get these more advanced buildings, the roof isn't straw. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm going to go back and grab some more logs. I'll make a fence around it eventually, although I might not do that today. And I'll probably chop down a lot of these trees because I grew up on a farm. Like, I don't really know specifically the ins and outs of raising horses, but I do know on my farm there was no trees where the horses were. So I don't think that, I don't know, maybe sometimes there's trees around horses, maybe sometimes there isn't, maybe it doesn't mean anything either way, but I'm going to kind of make it with no trees because that's what I've seen. We got 2,400 freaking flax. And I have people like what do you call it? Not producing it, but processing it into flax stock. So that's cool. I'm going to do the flax stock myself. What I'll do is I'll just make a ton of linen thread and then make a ton of linen fabric. Someone told me that coifs, I don't know how to say that. They're like hats, are your best money with linen fabric. And then he wrote this whole paragraph on why it's the best, but I didn't want to read the paragraph. I'll just take his word for it, maybe. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with it yet. I might make the coifs like he said. I might not. I might look into it. I might not. I haven't really decided yet. Why do I have planks on me? Did I just take planks? I just took planks, didn't I? Son of a biscuits. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do for this next farming cycle. It is summer right now, which means cabbage is our only play. So, is this one done? Yeah, that means it's done, right? Or was never used. So let's go ahead with cabbage. All right. And I'm not going to do a lot of cabbage. I'm just going to do one. Just one. I actually planted carrots. I looked at it and I like carrots better than cabbage. One makes potage, one makes something, one makes stew, and I ended up liking the stew better. But I will do the cabbage just because I can. And that means more fertilizer, but that's okay. We have another pig. Our pigs did reproduce. So, oh my god. Dude. They freaking went crazy. That means we're going to have to sell some. Okay. Alright, so as soon as one of these piglets grows up, I'm going to sell it. Because they can't have any more babies. What's wrong with the chickens? Chickens got problems, I guess. I don't know. Maybe they know I'm going to replace them with geese at some point. Yeah, the pigs went crazy. They weren't reproducing. All of a sudden, there's just freaking 50 of them. So that's cool. That means I'm going to have a lot of manure. I'll just probably sell one at a time. There's no point in keeping them. You know, you could keep 5 pigs and get a little bit more manure, or you could sell one at a time and get a big influx of money while still getting a little bit less manure. So, should be okay. A lot of people are like, why don't you just use rot, you know, to make your fertilizer? You can. I mean, you can pick berries, throw them on the ground, and then just let them rot. It's a very, very good way of doing things. I choose not to... Oh, I need planks. Ooh, interesting. See, I knew I needed planks. That's why I tried to grab the planks. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that story. No, but, you know, here's the thing, though. I like the idea of being self-sufficient in a way that's cool. Like, just picking berries, throwing them on the ground, and getting fertilizer. It's efficient. I find it really boring to pick the berries. I guess you could probably have your people pick them, but it seems kind of, I don't know. It's just not really the way I want to run things, especially now that I actually have the pigs. And then now that we got the pig farm going, we can sell them as we go. So that's going to be freaking cool. All right, so let's come down here. We're going to need a lot of planks. I think we need a couple more logs. I'll take through. Now, you know what? Don't take any logs. Just take planks. We'll chop down the trees while we're out there. I don't think I'm going to need that many planks, to be honest. I got to chop down trees in the area anyway, so it is what it is. I really like the way this place is coming out. So I like the thought process of leaving trees in where I could. I think it's really adding a lot to the place, and just have it be this big barren landscape with no trees. You know. Oh, there's logs right there. Crap, I forgot about those. I'm gonna have to do something with those. They won't go anywhere. They'll stay there forever. But I'd still rather not keep them there for that long. Alright, so we got that. Oh, no, we're kind of trapped. We're trapped! I've never built this thing before. So, oh, you really did not need a lot of planks, Cage. My goodness. Alright, so I'll just pick these up, and I'm encumbered, so what we'll do now is we'll drop the planks. XEF. XEF. That's how you drop stuff quick. Okay. I wonder if there's a reason not to have trees around horses. Or if it doesn't matter. Don't know. So we're coming from here. There's 2 right here. I guess we can keep 4 in here. We can also keep donkeys. I don't really see the point in donkeys. They're cheaper, you know, which is cool. But at the same time, like, I wouldn't want to... Like, I think donkeys are $3,000 and horses are $10,000. I'd rather just save up and buy a horse rather than a donkey. Donkeys can carry more than horses, but I don't tend to... Well, actually... Maybe I could use donkeys around here. Maybe I could. I'm going to get a horse first because I want a horse. But the idea of loading up every single thing I need... You know what getting a donkey will do? It'll help me expand the base out even farther. Because right now I'm trying to keep things somewhat, you know, towards the middle. But I could really just build out. Because if I have a donkey, I could just grab everything from the storage place. Put it... Like right now, if I had a donkey, I would not be slow. Alright, I take it back. Donkeys are not useless. But I'm still going to go to a horse first. Because I want to be able to get around faster more than anything. Cool. It's a pretty successful day here. Alright, a little bit of an update here. I've spent the entire night turning flax into linen cloth or whatever it is, like the cloth. I don't know if I'm going to make the hats. Someone was telling me, like I said, they said you can make a little bit more money if you make the hats. The problem is the crafting time is starting to become a nuisance in my gameplay. It's taking a long time, so I might be able to make a little bit more money off the hats, but for this run, I think I'm just going to sell the cloth. Maybe I'll sell the hats in the future, we'll see. But I want to get those horses, man, like sooner rather than later. So, my town is starving. They're at about 260 food, but they have a lot of uncooked meat. The people in my tavern cannot keep up with the demand. I think we need to make that second tavern pretty quickly, maybe even next episode. Also, my animals are starving. The cows and I'm guessing the chickens too. That only says the cows though. I don't know what's going on with the chickens, but anyway, yeah, the cows. Why do I keep saying cows? That looks like a cow. but it has chicken and pigs as well. You can look on the little thing on the top left-hand side. So that's all my animals. But the thing is, I have 5 pigs. So I have 7 animals altogether. So why does it only say 5? I don't know. But the fact of the matter is we need animal feed. I will not be able to harvest the oats until autumn. So I do have to go out. And there you go. There's the chickens. And now it went away. Right? That's so weird. It does that sometimes. Anyway, yeah, I need to wait till next, till autumn. And then I will be able to make animal feed. So I'm going to buy one thing. I'm going to buy another season's worth of animal feed. So my pigs will continue to make manure. So I'm going to be cooking some meat here. And then another thing, guys. I found the saddles and the saddlebags. And I need 10 ingots to make a saddle. What a pain in the ass is that? Like, I got to go all the way to the mine for like 2 tin ingots. So I'm going to travel out to the mine, get the 10, get ready to make the saddles. I think I have enough to afford the horses. It's going to cost $10,000 for the most expensive horse. I could get baby horses, but I want to ride a horse now, and I'm assuming you can't ride baby horses. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get a regular horse and then maybe get a baby horse. And then when the baby horse grows up, they can make more horses. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. But today is just going to be a regular horse. So I need to save up about, in order to feel comfortable, about 13,000. Yeah, about 13,000 gold. I'm going to call it gold even though it looks like silver. Yeah, I think about 13,000 gold will do me good. And then that'll be 10,000 for the horse and 3,000 for taxes. So we'll see where we go from there. But first things first, I got to get out to the mine. So while I'm on my way out to the mine, before I forget, because I wanted to mention this, someone was mentioning in the comments that you could just plant, what was it, cabbage? Yeah, you could just plant cabbage. Yeah, raw cabbage gives you... Someone said raw cabbage gives you 7 nutrition, which is more than meat you cook. Now, I don't have raw cabbage on me to confirm that, but raw meat is... or cooked meat is 6 food. If cabbage is really 7 food, they need to nerf the hell out of the cabbage. That's ridiculous. There's no way having people, like... Although, I guess you do spend... Yeah, you spend some stuff on the fertilizer. Nah, cooked meat should be better than that, I think. But yeah, so theoretically, you could just, cabbage is a summer thing. I could theoretically plant cabbage everywhere. And then you know, you get a few big fields worth of cabbage. That can take your people through the entire year, honestly. I'm not going to do that though, because first of all, I do like people to, cook. Now you could take the cabbage and the meat and cook, what is it? Is it potage? I think it's potage, the cabbage and the meat. So you could cook the cabbage and the meat. But you know, which is pretty good. I might actually do that. We'll see. I ended up liking the stew better than the potage, which is why I went with carrots. I don't know what carrots give you as far as nutrition. I do have a carrot at home. I should probably check that out. But you know, the idea, like, what it really boils down to for me personally, first of all, that's a great idea. It's a really efficient, really good way of doing things if you want it to be as efficient as possible. And I like efficiency, but I also like to have fun. And the idea of just planting cabbage and that's the only thing you have to worry about with food for the entire year, it just seems a little bit boring, I guess is the word I'm looking for. I like the idea of having people catch fish and get meat, you know, in the hunting lodge, hunt animals, get meat. I love the idea of taking the meat and the fish and the stuff you plant, you know, in the fields and putting them together and making really, really good food. I like the idea of having people in the tavern cooking. I love all of this put together. So the idea of just doing cabbage alone and then you don't have to worry about anything else, it's incredibly efficient. And I'm mentioning it because if people want to do it, it's a really good, efficient way to do it. So if you want to do that in your game, hey, you know, great. That's just for me personally. I just don't like to play that way. It's a little less fun for me. But in the interest of being informative, I will let other people know about that. So if they want to, you know, play like that, I'm a big fan of letting players play the way they want. You know, it's a big deal for me. So there's no wrong way of playing the game if you're having fun. I think that's what it boils down to. I spent all night crafting again, and this is what I have to show for 151 linen fabric. And that's pretty much it. Took a long time to craft all that too. Like I will make the hats, the coifs. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that wrong. So I will make the hats at some point to sell, but I want to wait until I get a horse so I can get around a little bit easier. Also, people were saying that. What were they saying? They were saying stuff like making the. Oh yeah, they were saying the simple bags are better to sell than the pouches. And they're right. You'll make a little bit more money off the simple bags. Very true. But they're also heavier, right? They're 0.3. The other one's only 0.25. Well, I guess it's not really that big of a difference. But, yeah. Yeah, I guess I should start making simple bags. Probably will. All right, let me do some selling here. Man, these guys are not going to have 10,000 gold. So I may have underestimated the amount of crafting and running around. Oh my god. I had to run from town to town to town. All right. There was, I think, 3 or 4 people selling in Gustovia. All right. And then I ran to the north of Gustovia across the water and sold to someone else. I think I'm at about 8,000 gold, and I think another 100 cloth will be fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably go up north and hit Denica, and then from there I'm just going to cut across and head right for Hornica. The horses are sold in Hornica. I'm also thinking I could probably buy a saddle in Hornica. If I know what you're thinking, craft a saddle, right? The problem is I can't craft a saddle because you need what do you need? You need the sheep stuff. You know, the wool from the sheep, right? So I need the wool from the sheep in order to do a saddle. If they have wool there, I'll buy the wool and craft the saddle. If they don't, I'll just buy the saddle. I just want a horse. This is taking me so long today. Like, it's incredible. Like, I have to go out and do stuff today. And then I got to stream in a few hours. It was so bad that I had to, like, have Autumn, my wife, take over and just make linen thread for me while I was hopping in the shower and taking care of some other things. So it's been quite a grind. But for me personally, when I get it in my head, I'm getting a horse today. Well, I'm getting a horse today. All right, I got everything I need. I am now going to head down here to Hornica. There we go. And I'm just going to run through the woods and hope I don't get eaten or killed by any wolves or bears. Well, we'll see how it goes. Well, that was an eventful run. Oh boy. So the trip from my base to this place, my town, my village, whatever you want to call it, is about 4 minutes. Honestly, it feels like 40. But not that bad. Not that bad at all. And I'll let you know a little secret. I already came here. I came here, I sold everything I needed to get 10,000 gold. 10,944 gold. Alright? And then I realized I never finished the stable. So I had to run all the way back to get the stable done. This has been a doozy. This has definitely been a doozy, but I am ready to rock and roll now. So I'm going to go ahead and buy the male stallion, and it's 9,100 because I have skill. Okay, how many people? I wonder how many horses that thing can hold. 4, cool. All right. Now, it would have been really nice to let me ride it home. Just saying, that could have been helpful. Also, nobody food for it. Let me see if I can find some food for it, and then I gotta run home. So here in the sewing area, the sewing hut? Yeah, the sewing hut. I went ahead and made a saddle, and I'm also gonna make a saddle bag. I can make the large saddle bag when I get a little bit more crafting skill, but saddle bag will be fine, and that's gonna make it so the horse can carry more stuff, which is great, because I'm gonna have a lot of stuff I want to sell. I think my next concern, honestly, I have 2 major concerns right now. I want to get a second tavern. For multiple reasons. First of all, it'll level up my crafting skills of my guys. Second of all, it will make it so food will not be an issue anymore. I went ahead and crafted some stuff myself. Food's starting to look pretty good now, but it can go down pretty quick. So I'm not gonna worry. I'm not gonna like take it for granted. I definitely want a second tavern, and it's gonna be right here, right across the road from this tavern. But I think before that, I think I want to save up for a female horse because I want my horses to mate. The horse I have is 2.25 years old, so yeah, I'd like to get a female out here too, and I'm gonna get a full-fledged female, not like a baby or anything, because I want them to mate as soon as possible. Also, I can't get feed to come up here. I have my people making feed, animal feed, but it's just not feeding the horse for some reason. I'm not sure. I'll look into that, though. All right, so we are going to saddle up. Do I have to put anything on him, or... Oh, there we go. Well, this had me confused because it was so unintuitive, okay? For those of you who don't know, you saw me put the saddle on. You just hold down the button, piece of cake, okay? Then what you're going to do is you're going to put the saddlebag in the horse's inventory, all right? You take your saddlebag, put it in the inventory. That's not going to do anything, all right? You have to go into your own inventory, come down here, look for switch to mount, okay? Then you switch to mount, and then you have to equip the saddlebag. I mean, I don't know why they did it this way. I really don't. But, you know, now I know. And that's what you get when you watch a KJ4A video. You might have struggled with this yourself. Now you're not going to have to. And if you already knew, well, you get to laugh at me watching me struggle. So my horse has a saddlebag. I could still get horseshoes. I'm going to look into that. And is there any way to name the horse? I'm going to just drop out of this because I've been... Oof, this video has taken me 6 hours to make. So, but you know what? I got a horse, and that makes me very, very happy. I'll be able to get around a lot easier now. So let's get on him. Can you scoot over a bit? There you go. Ride. There we go. All right, so now we're on the horse. That is awesome. Look at that. Now the horse has hit points. The horse has stamina. But this is going to make getting around so much easier. So much easier. And that makes me very happy. This is what I'm waiting for, man. Oops. It does take the horse a while to slow down, apparently. It feels pretty realistic, you know. It's not just going to stop on a dime. So, yeah, I'm very happy about that. Mission accomplished. If you guys end up enjoying the video, please remember to uncage that like button. Also, if you're new here, please subscribe for more daily videos. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. And until then... Take it easy.